Birds are singing in the trees, all the leaves are falling in the breeze. The views all around are the best you've seen, living on the land.
Welcome to another episode of Country Cousins. It's a ripper episode today. I managed to get all me ducks lined up in a row. So I've got two special people for you to meet. We're going to start off, ladies first, with Margaret Monk, followed by Finlay Luke from Poowong. Well, now, Margaret Monk, here we are on your farm in Poowong-ish.
That's right, yes.
And you have recently attained the wonderful age of 98.
I have, yes. I don't know how I did it, but I did.
Which means I think you were born in 1927, is that right?
That's right, yes. Yes, at Warrigal.
That means that you were around before the Second World War.
I was, yes. I was at school in Melbourne when the war was on. I had to go to Melbourne because there were no buses from out this way to go to Warrigal High School, and that was the only school you could go to at that stage. And I boarded with my uncle and aunt and did 4 years down there, or 5 years. And my brother and I were down there at the same time, and he became a doctor. And then when I left school, I come home to help my dad on the farm.
Wow, gee, that would have been pretty dramatic, sending an innocent country girl to the city for schooling.
Well, it was very different to what it is now. You wouldn't send children to travel on their own in the city now, I don't think. I wouldn't like to send any there now.
No. Righto, so let's go back to the beginning now. Who were your parents?
They were Margaret and Ebenezer Alchin. Alchin's Road is named after my dad's family at Poowong North.
So they were settlers then?
Yes. His forebears came out there in 1889 from England.
And selected some of this beautiful tall tree country?
They didn't select it, they bought it from the man that had it before them. And his name was B-double-E.
Oh, well, that means that they didn't have to clear it.
Oh, they did a lot of clearing, I think, yes. I can remember some of the trees on the place when I was a girl.
So when you were growing up, there wouldn't have been any electricity, would there?
There was no electricity. If we went to something that was on at the school, there was no hall in Poowong North. We used to walk up the road and Dad would carry a kerosene lantern to show us the way.
Ah, fantastic.
We didn't get it here till 1951.
Well, what you don't know about, you don't miss.
That's right. We had wood stove and wood copper to boil the clothes, and we had a Coolgardie safe. We didn't have a fridge or anything like that. Some people had kerosene fridges, but we didn't.
I remember a Coolgardie safe, yes. And did your dad used to chop up sheep to eat?
Yes, he always kept sheep. He had one paddock for what he called the killers, the ones he used to kill for meat, and cut them up, and the other lot were just there in the paddock all the time. And he also had a wonderful vegetable garden, and he used to grow more than we could use, and he used to give a lot away to the neighbours because there was no freezers to put things in then.
Now, cows, it would have been all milking by hand. Were you roped into helping there?
Yes, well, I didn't do much milking by hand, but after I left school in Melbourne and came back to help Dad on the farm, we got an engine and we had machines run by the engine. That was very good, and my husband and I were married in 1947, We didn't get the electricity till 1951. We only had lamps and candles for lights.
You would have done your fair share of farm work, wouldn't you?
Yes, I helped my dad milk the cows, and I rode a horse and used to round up the cows, and I used to go up the road and get the mail. We had a post office up opposite Poowong North School and a private home, and I used to get that.
Because Poowong North was your school. Well, you would have lived right next door almost to the Poowong North Primary School, wouldn't you?
Oh, it was about 3/4 of a mile up the road, I think.
Rode your horse or walk?
We didn't walk very much. We rode horses, and later on we learnt to ride bikes.
Now, I've heard a pretty good story about those times. I heard a story about you climbing through a barbed wire fence and jumping into the arms of your husband-to-be, or your husband.
Well, it's a little bit different. No, he used to work for my dad, and that was when I was in Melbourne at school. He was 6 or 7 years older than me, and he went away to the war. He joined the militia when he was 18, and when war broke out he joined the army, and he was in the islands north of Australia, Timor first, New Guinea and New Britain, for all the time the war was on. So, and then he was home for a year after the war ended, and we were married in 1947.
Now, what's his name?
Ken Monk.
Well, aren't you lucky that he didn't get popped off in the war?
Yeah, well, he lost a brother over there, and his father and the rest of the family lived at Athlone, so we were always fairly close.
Now, what about you? Did you have brothers?
I had 2 brothers. One went to Melbourne with me when we went to school because he wanted to be a doctor. He was a very, very good doctor. He was at the Alfred Hospital, and he was a doctor for the rest of his life. And the other brother was a farmer.
Well, back in wartime, they needed people to work the land and the farms, and apparently it fell to a lot of women too.
Yes, well, there was 3 boys in my husband's family, and his mother had died earlier, and his one brother was told he should stay on the farm and keep the farm going, and the other 2 went to the war.
Yeah, well, it'd be a great relief to be the one chosen to stay behind, I reckon.
Yes, well, it was their brother who was killed over in the islands. We were all very sad about.
Now, tell me this again about the barbed wire fence, because one of your sons likes to joke about that.
Oh, well.
About that, how your husband put his foot on the bottom barb and pulled the top one up so you could jump through it, and that's where you stayed.
Well, when Ken, my husband, was at the war, he told me in a letter one time that he wanted 3 things when he came home: me, a wireless and a fridge. He got the wireless first because he could use an old battery, like a car battery, to run the wireless with. And a year or so later he got me, but he didn't get the fridge until 1951 when we got the electricity.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then he was a happy man.
I hope he was. I think he was. Yes. And then we had 4 children. We had the oldest one, Barbara, was a nurse. The second one, Elva, was a school teacher. And the boys were both farmers, although Robert did a lot of things before he went farming. That's what they all did. And I've got 9 grandchildren, 17 great-grandchildren, and I've got 1 great-great-grandchild.
Wow, that's pretty good. Now, in your married life here, You wouldn't have had tractors, and you would have still been draft horses, wouldn't you?
Yes, we had horses. When I was at home with Dad on the farm, I helped them when they were making the hay. They used to build big stacks of hay. There was no bales then, and we had what they called a grab stacker. I had to get the horse to go forward, and that pulled the thing up to the top, and whoever was on the stack used to pull a rope to let the hay fall out, and then I used to back the horse back, and the thing had come down for the next load.
Yeah,
You
fantastic.
understand that?
Yes, how fantastic. The old grab stacker, eh?
Yes.
I
yes.
love those old fluffy haystacks. I can just remember one on our place.
They were pretty high, a lot of them, by the time they finished them.
It would have been hard to climb up on once they were finished, hard to play on as kids, wouldn't they?
Oh, they didn't have to climb up and play. They had pretty high ladders to get up when they were building the stacks.
Oh, climb up a ladder with a pitchfork even.
Yes, they'd use the pitchfork to make the stack.
Now, I reckon those stacks used to set a bit, and didn't you use a hay knife to cut them?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
You wouldn't have been doing that once you were married. Would have had bales then, wouldn't we?
I can't remember having stacks here, but I suppose we did.
Now, you would have grown up with the old outdoor dunny. Did you have any
Yes.
outdoor dunny adventures?
Not really. No, we did have one though.
No snakes hiding in there?
No, but the snakes here, we see them here pretty regularly. Saw one swimming across the dam recently.
What about bulls? Have you had any run-ins with bulls?
Not really. Something happened with one that we took to the show. He didn't want to go, I don't think, and he bumped Ken and he just fell over, but wasn't any big drama.
Just gave him a bit of a nudge. I think he was lucky.
That's right. We liked the jerseys. When we stopped showing cows at the shows, I've been keen on flowers all my life and used to take flowers to the shows and give plants away, and I learnt to be a horticultural judge of flowers and vegetables and that sort of thing, and really enjoyed it.
Gosh. Well, look, you're very well known for your garden, and I haven't been. This is my first time here.
It
And
looks pretty terrible at the moment.
oh, it looks pretty good to me. People rave about your garden, and you win prizes at the flower shows, and you win prizes for your cakes at shows too, I believe.
Oh, not much of that, but I did do a fair bit of cooking, but nothing as much as some others did. But no, I was right into flowers and that kind of thing.
And did you need to milk cows once you were married?
Yes, I helped him. We milked cows for many, many years.
You didn't just do the housework, you did everything.
No.
I've run into a number of farm women that couldn't wait until their husbands retired from farm work so they could go and live in the town, but you're not built that way.
No, I never wanted to live in the town. And I've got a granddaughter who lives in Druin, and when she comes out here, she said it's so quiet. She said, I love it out here.
And you still drive, don't you?
No, I don't. My boys thought there was enough idiots on the road without me trying to beat them, so we decided to sell the car, and they all helped me. They're all wonderful. And neighbours are wonderful. I couldn't live in a better place.
Well, how good's that? So living in the country has just been a great life for you.
It has been, yes. And I joined the things that were on in the district. We had Red Cross, we had Church Guild, we had school things that we helped with. I remember when they wanted money for the high school at Druin, where my two girls were going, they asked parents to help with money to build a swimming pool, and that's when that started. So it's been there a long while. people in the district here, we helped with the Poowong swimming pool. A local farmer gave the land for it. Another one had bulldozers dug the hole for it. And the farmers and the people in the town all helped towards making sure it was built, and it's still there, and we're very pleased that we built it, because I think everybody else thinks swimming's very important. Children should all learn to swim. Now, I'm very proud of our district of Poowong-ish, and also at Poowong North, where I was reared, and I think we've got a lot to be thankful for, that everybody helps one another.
Well, that's fantastic. That's
all right,
beautiful.
is it?
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you very much, Margaret.
That's all right.
Well, Margaret's a special person, isn't she? We'll continue our conversation next week during a stroll around her extensive garden. See you after the break. Now, in order to get this bloke in front of my camera, I pretty much had to hold me breath and throw salt over me left shoulder. Bring on Finlay Luke, one of our great heroes from Poowong. How are you this morning, Finlay?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. I've been wanting to catch up with you for a while, and you look exactly the same as you did 10 years ago.
That's not good, is it?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a bit curious as to how a Scotsman like you ended up out here, but before you answer that question, I wonder if you were born anywhere near Loch Ness.
No, not really. No, I'm in southwest of Scotland, Ayrshire.
Okay, what can you remember any of that?
Yep.
Yeah, what was it like there? Were you born on a farm, or do you have little villages,
No,
or what?
village, yep. Oh, it's the size of Kellenborough.
Oh, a proper town.
Yeah, town, yeah.
What did your father do?
He was a dyer.
Like dyeing fabrics?
Dyeing fabrics. Australian wool, he dyed.
Really?
Nick Tartan, yep.
To make tartan?
Yeah.
Gosh, he used to dye tartans.
Yep. Yeah, no, dye the wool for the tartan to be woven.
Okay. And, well, talking about tartans, you'd have your own tartan, wouldn't you?
Yep, lament.
Okay, so that's, how long's that been going? Few
Oh.
centuries.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't go into that type of history.
And I know for a fact, because you've told me years ago, that you do actually have a kilt, don't you?
Yep.
And occasionally you'll wear it.
Not very often.
No?
Can't get it round the waist.
No, you can't do that. But just enough to keep the moths out of it.
Yep.
And what kind of event would you wear your kilt to?
Oh, really, I didn't wear it much after I left the Scouts and that. I didn't wear it much at all.
And you are in a sort of an honourable position, aren't you? Because you are the kind of a head honcho, aren't you? You're the head of your clan, aren't you?
Oh, well, supposed to be. Yeah, the Australian clan.
Yeah. All right. So your dad was a dyer. I suppose your mum didn't work.
Yes. Mum was a sewer. She worked in the lace factories, sewing.
Really? Lace and tartan. That's pretty classic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that. All right. And what about you? What did you do as you grew up?
Well, same as anyone else did. We had to go to school.
Yeah.
Yep. And you just started cycling as a teenager and,
Bicycling.
yeah, touring around Scotland and England and that, and push bikes, yeah.
Okay. How did you come to leave Scotland?
Oh, my brother and me just decided, been chatting about it, and came home and one night and said, oh, I think we'll go to Australia, and it just went from there.
Before we leave Scotland, your neighbours have leprechauns, but what do you have? What's your version of leprechauns over there?
I wouldn't have a clue.
You wouldn't have a clue.
No.
Don't you have little people?
No, I don't know, I don't know. I never found any.
No little people.
Oh, not that I know of.
Okay, no nonsense then. No, not even after you've had too much whiskey in your porridge for breakfast.
Oh, that's a vile thing to do.
But I thought that was a sort of standard winter dish, whiskey in the porridge in the mornings.
Oh, well, that's a bit new to me too.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, maybe that's just what my sister-in-law got up to when she visited there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, holiday thing probably. Yeah.
All right. Well, now here we are in beautiful Poowong. How did you end up here?
Did a job advertised in the Age paper when I was living down in Melbourne, and I decided to come up for the job, and I got it.
Really?
Just moved up.
What job?
The carpentry for South Gippsland Timber and Trading.
Gosh, how good's that?
The business that I owned in the end. Yeah.
Well, now Florence has got a broad accent like you. Did she come out here with you, or did
Yep.
you got married over there?
Two families came out. Yeah, with 3 kids. Not me. I had 2 kids, and my brother had a little daughter.
Well, where did you find Florence?
Oh, she was just about 25, 30 miles away. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, you came out here and you settled in Poowong, and you ended up with that hardware in Poowong. That would have been pretty good.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good to get to there.
Would have kept you in touch with all the locals.
Oh, well, more so Florence than me. She seen more through the shop than I did because I was generally away building.
Well, and you built many houses around here. You've been on most people's roofs, haven't you, I'd say?
Oh, quite a few.
And haven't fallen through any.
Not up to date anyway. And no intentions in doing it.
I've enjoyed quite a few beers with you and all the old blokes and everybody else, Poowong-ites, when I was picking peas around
That's
here.
right. That's a long while ago now too.
Yeah, it is. This is a nice little town, Poowong, I reckon.
Oh yeah, you're not getting much better.
You're the last one standing out of all your great old mates, aren't you? Who you used to get up there on a Friday night or whatever.
Oh well, they must have been older than me.
Yeah, they must have been older than you. So who was that? Sam Hatch. You'd get up there with him, and he always had a good long yarn, didn't he?
Yeah, Sam was always a good bloke to chat to.
Being the sort of head of your clan and taking that position seriously, you've kind of taken on a caring role in the Poowong community too, haven't you? You've helped out. Very community-minded bloke, aren't you?
Oh, between Poowong and Loch and the district, I've did a few little things.
Well, and here you are up on top of the world and all's well, I'd say.
Yep.
All right then, well, thank you very much, Finlay, for having a chat.
Okay, thank you very much.
Short but sweet. Nah, that was a bit of a scoop getting Finlay standing in front of a camera. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I'm Christine, and I'll see you next week.
Birds are singing in the trees, all the leaves are falling in the breeze. The views all around are the best you've seen, living on the land. Take another stroll in the morning sun. The sun's always brighter when the spring's begun. Family all together when the day is done, living on the land, living on the land, living on the land.